Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I don't have my coffee with me today. I do have my water, but I left my coffee upstairs. We'll see if I can get through this video without my coffee. Just kidding. How are you today? It's Wednesday, middle of the week. We made it to hump day, and I have a really bright, cheerful, happy card to share with you today using my favorite color combo, Melon Mambo and black. Oh my God, and basic black. Whenever I look through a new catalog or new online exclusives or new products, I'm always on the lookout for my favorite color, right? Which is, I love Melon Mambo with basic black. I confess, this catalog, I looked through it, and the first thing that popped out at me was the Friends of the Ocean Designer Series paper. Well, because it is nautical, I love anything nautical. Hello, everyone. Hi, Janet. Good morning. Hi, Leanne from Red Deer. I love anything nautical because I'm from Newfoundland, right? You guys hear me talk about that all the time. I was born in Nova Scotia, raised in Newfoundland. So anything with lobsters and fish and anything like that speaks to my heart, right? But this paper that is in the catalog, the mini catalog, is called Friends of the Ocean. It is so vibrant, so cheerful, and so happy. It just makes me smile, and I'm like, I cannot wait to use this with scrapbooking and to scrapbook some pictures of our recent trip back there last summer. It's going to be awesome. And then, so anyway, I found the paper. I was like, oh my gosh, there's Melon Mambo paper. If you're not a fan of nautical or anything like that, the flip side of this paper, which I'm going to share with you when I flip the camera, is also gorgeous. So you can use it for things without lobsters and without fishing. It can be for anything. That's what I love about Stampin' Up! Products. They always coordinate with the stamps and dies, but the flip side of the paper can be used with anything. Hi, Marie from sunny Montreal. Thank you for being here, my friend. I'm so happy to know that you have sun today. Hopefully it's not as cold as it was yesterday for you guys. I saw all your comments about all over North America. People were commenting about how cold it was. Yes, that polar vortex went through, seems like it went through all of us here in North America, didn't it? Even people in Florida. Like, unbelievable, right? Anyway, we're going to get on to the card. I'm a little bit late popping in today. Busy morning, but I'm getting it all done. And then I'm going to head out straight to my class at, I have a class at Boston Pizza at lunchtime today, so I can't wait to see the ladies there. And yeah, so the class that I'm teaching today and also tomorrow on YouTube, you're not going to want to miss it. It's my monthly technique class. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see what we're using tomorrow. You're going to have to check it out over on my YouTube channel. If you have never visited me on YouTube, I invite you to go and check it out and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos, because I have a lot of upcoming videos that I have planned to do over on YouTube exclusively. So check that out. Subscribe to my channel. Just go over there and find me, Stamping with Rose Coleman, and you'll find my channel. And so that's happening tomorrow. I'm going to go be live on YouTube tomorrow at 10:30, but I'll still be here at 9, my normal time. But at 10:30, I'll be doing the technique class over there. Okay. Oh, Marie's sitting close to the fireplace. Stay warm, my friend. Yes, good plan. All right, let's flip the camera because I want to share this fun paper with you and all the pretty designs that you can use with all of your paper crafting. All right, here we go. Thank you for being here. Here's Grace is with us from New Zealand. Thank you so much, Grace. Hello, Duska's joining us from sunny and cold Florida. I mean, those words don't usually go together in my mind, right? Cold Florida. Like, oh my goodness, I hope it warms up again. Hi, Maggie. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Alrighty, here we go. Hi, Nicole from El Dorado Hills, California. All right, here we go, guys. There's our snow, and there is my desk. All right, so we're gonna just straighten up my camera here, move my stuff out of the way. Let's get a better view here for you guys, hopefully. Sorry for the shaking. I'm just trying to straighten up here. Good morning, Barbara from Winnipeg. I bet it's chilly there. Oh boy, all the cold. Okay, let's take a look. It's called Friends of the Ocean. I'm going to show you the 12 by 12 pieces so you can get a real good look here. So it's Friends of the Ocean. It's 12 by 12 paper. The item code is 164684. Okay. And you're going to get 2 sheets of each design. Let me show you these designs. So here we have lobsters and fish and, oh my goodness, all the things, right? So beautiful. Jellyfish, really, really pretty paper. The flip side of that pattern has pumpkin pie on the back, and this is a pattern that can be used with any of your paper crafting projects. And then we have the lobsters and crabs here. And then on the back side, we have another fun, this looks like Calypso Coral pattern. Let's see, if I bring in my mini catalog, if you're wondering where this is, let me show you here. Hello, Priscilla. Thank you for being here. Friends of the Ocean. The bundles start on page 47. I don't have that one tagged here yet. I will be featuring this in a weekly bundle, but I just wanted to show you that it starts on page 30. This is the suite I'm talking about. And down here at the bottom, over here, it'll show you the coordinating colors. So we have Melon Mambo, Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, Lemon Lime Twist, Summer Splash, and Berry Burst are all featured in the paper. You can see there are dies that cut out the paper. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. And so we're going to play with the paper today, but we are still playing with Terrific Toadstools, okay? I'm just showing you the paper that I'm going to bring in, this beautiful, colorful paper. So one side, this side here looks like waves. Look at that. So we've got Melon Mambo at the top, and then they like blend it all the way down to Pumpkin Pie at the bottom, and all the different shades in the middle. Yes, absolutely, Ellen. I love this paper too. So beautiful. Check out this one. I'm holding it close so you can see the pattern. Can you see the like little fans? Melon Mambo, again, my favorite color. Oh my gosh. Look at this one with the sea coral, and oh my gosh, and all the different colors. The back side of that one has a pumpkin pie pattern. And this one here, we have the little, what are they called? What are they called? Starfish. Oh my gosh. Hello, 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 Natalie. Thank you for being here. This one has the starfish in all the bright colors. I love it. And the back side of that one has Calypso Coral stripes. Then we have another one with our squid and seahorses and crabs and all kinds of different fish, blowfish and everything featured on this one. And then the back side of that one has the pattern we're going to use today, which is Melon Mambo with the squiggly lines. All right. So there we have it, the 6 different patterns. I should bring those back in and show you. So this is the back side, right? Very, very neutral, very trendy, that you can use with all your paper crafting. But when I flip it over, it is great paper, Peggy. I agree. When I flip it over, you get all of the ocean, Friends of the Ocean patterns. Look at that. So really pretty. So grab yourself a pack of this paper. You will not regret it because you're going to have all the cheerful, bright colors. So we're going to play with that today, and we're going to bring in basic black for my card base. Now we're going to cut this down the long side, okay, at 4 1/4. So let me just lower down a little tiny bit here. Hi, Ellie. Good frosty morning to you too. Oh boy. Yes, it's winter. It is winter here in Canada, in North America. Our friends down under, it is summer, right? New Zealand, Australia, they're not getting the same temperatures as us, but that's okay. We all have to do our part, right? We will be in summer before we know it, I guess. Okay, so let's cut this paper, 4 1/4 by 11. So we're going to go 4 1/4, boom. So you're going to be able to make, pardon me, 2 of these out of 1 piece of cardstock. So let's extend the arm of my paper trimmer out. We're going to take that same piece of basic black. We're going to pop it in. We're going to cut it at 6 3/4. Okay, so 6 3/4. Now this is the card base. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull it back to 5 1/2, and we're going to score. So I'm going to use my light gray scoring tool. All right. Cindy says, watching while sitting at the doctor's office. Well, thank you for taking us along with you. I hope everything's okay and you're going to be okay. It's a good thing, distraction, right? To watch videos when you're waiting. Okay, so I've scored it at 5 1/2. That's going to be the middle score line so that it can fit in the envelope, right? And then this piece here is what I chopped off. So I'm going to take this piece now and I'm going to cut it at 1 1/4. So I'm going to make sure I got the 4 1/4. It's 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So it's a perfect square. So it doesn't matter how you align it. And we're just going to come over here to 1 1/4 and then we're going to trim that off. Okay. I love this card design. So you don't waste anything. So we're going to take these 3 pieces now and we're going to put this one down here at the bottom like that. This one is going to be, you turn it 90 degrees and we're going to have it going up and down vertical. It's going to be the vertical panel that holds these 2 panels together. Isn't that fun? I love this style. Okay. Oh, that's good, Cindy. Just a checkup. Great. I hope everything goes well. We all got to get those checkups in. Okay, so we've got our card base. That's just the structure of our card. So we're going to bring in that Melon Mambo pattern now. And I have some 6x12 pieces here. So I'm going to grab the one that I want. I'm going to play with the Melon Mambo squiggles. I'm calling it squiggles. We're going to use that pattern. And we need 2 pieces that measure 1 inch by, I think, 3 3/4. Let me double check. Yes, 3 3/4 by 1 inch. So let's go ahead and trim 2 pieces, 1 inch, like that. There's one. And I know this is 6 inches, so I can't get 2 of them, but I can do a second here. All right, so then I know my trimmer is strong enough to cut through 2 pieces at once. So I'm going to stack these, pop them back in the trimmer, and I'm going to cut them at 3 3/4 of an inch. Make sure they're stacked properly. 3 3/4. Okay. So now I've got 2 pieces. Now these are going to go on the top and bottom panels here, just like that. All right. So then let's see. What do we need? We need my bone folder to burnish that score line. Burnish it good so it sits flat. And then we're going to bring in the liquid glue and we're going to glue these 2 pieces down. Like the little, this image would work too, but I want the squiggles on my card today. So we're going to go ahead, grab some liquid glue, add a little bit, and this goes a long way with this glue. And then we're just going to put these panels in place. So this is a fun card design. I love to use this design because, oh, what did I do? Oh, I said 3 3/4. I actually cut that wrong. You know what? We're just going to go with it. Should we? No, they're supposed to be 4 inches. All right, it's only Wednesday. I'm going to hold on to these. I'm going to use them, but I got to bring it back because we need 4 inches. This is 4 1/4. I didn't trim anything off the edge. What was I thinking? I told you I left my coffee upstairs, didn't I? Okay, so we need 2 pieces that measure 1 inch by 4 inches. Oh, geesh. Rose needs coffee. Fresh coffee. All right. It's just a strip of DSP. It's not the end of the world. So we can trim another one. What is it my friend Kylie Bertucci says? Love it, chop it. Love it, chop it for your paper, right? If you love your paper, chop it and use it up. Just make sure you double check the measurement. Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. We're adding our glue and we're back in the game. All right, that didn't take long, did it? I was fast, wasn't I? Okay, so here we go. We're putting the right measurement here. I was going to go with it. I was going to go with it at 3 3/4, and that just did not sit well with me. It's got to be the right measurement. What is it my dad always said? My dad's a carpenter. He's like, measure twice, cut once. Yeah. And I'm not dealing with wood. I'm dealing with paper. But can you imagine him if he made a mistake? It'd be like a big deal. Okay. So now what we want to do is this is going to be the panel that holds this together. So we're going to take this panel and we're going to lay it down. I'll move my trimmer just off to the side. I do need it in a second, but we're just going to lay this basic black piece down here. And then this piece is going to go, it's going to be the bridge, okay, to the top and bottom. So I'm going to lay that down, make sure it's even with the corners. And then my middle piece, I'm going to flip it over and add a little glue at the top and a little glue at the bottom. And then we're just going to put the bridge in place. We're engineers here this morning. We're engineering this card. We're going to lower the bridge into place. We can pretend, right? Okay, so we're going to just put this right in the middle, top and bottom, side to side. And I only have glue on that narrow edge, so it shouldn't be in the middle. No glue in the center part, because you want to make sure that when you open it, it's going to open like that. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, so now we have to do some focal points, some pieces for this center, and we need some more basic white. We're going to need a piece that measures 2 3/4 by 4 inches. All right, so let's bring back the trimmer. So there's the card so far. 2 3/4 by 4. Let's see what I've got here. I've got some panels. What do these measure? 2 3/4 by 4. All right, so we're going to trim this down. This is already 4, so I need 2 3/4. And what's this one going to be? Ooh, almost. Okay. 2 3/4, that's going to be my panel. Now you might as well have 2, and this is all going to be in your kit. I'm just doing my own here as we go so I can show you how I cut it. So I'm going to cut this at 2 3/4. Okay, so then the inside panel will sit right behind the front panel. Okay, done with the trimmer. Done, done, done. Okay, so there's my panels for the front. Let's make some toadstools first. So this is, I'm going to use this as my scrap, and I'm going to trim it in half because I know that's too wide. I'm going to trim this. What does it measure? It measures 2 1/2. I'm going to trim it to 1 1/4. And I'll share with you why I'm trimming my scrap paper before I stamp and punch it. I do that so that I don't have as much wastage, okay? So we've got our 2 little pieces here, our scrap pieces. We're gonna bring in our colors. We're gonna bring all the bright colors in. We've got Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Melon Mambo. And I also have Shy Shamrock. Look at that. This is an in color that came out last year. I love this color. It's really bright and cheerful. We're gonna play with that color. And what else do I need? I need crumb cake. Just let me reach for my crumb cake here. Oh, all the fancy colors today. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to bring in Shy Shamrock. Now we're going to do the mushrooms. Rose can't decide what she wants to do first. Typical. We're going to do the mushrooms first. So we have Melon Mambo and Pumpkin Pie. And we're going to stamp those. I have my big mushroom here and mushroom cap. We're going to stamp that with Melon Mambo, and we're going to stamp the smaller one with Pumpkin Pie. Okay, so looking at the punch, I want to take my cardstock and slide it in like this, and you can see that that's actually upside down, right? So that's going to be my the orientation how I stamp on my cardstock. So I'm going to ink this up like this. Melon Mambo, and we're going to just stamp right there. See, 1 1/4 inches is plenty wide for this mushroom top. All right, so then we're just going to move the Melon Mambo ink off to the side for a second. Bring in the Pumpkin Pie, and I can see in my punch, I'm going to slide it in from the side. It's actually upside down, so I'm going to stamp my mushroom cap upside down. Okay, and we can fit it on here. Same piece of cardstock. Look at that. All right, so we've got Melon Mambo and Pumpkin Pie, and we're going to just go ahead now and punch these out. So we're going to slide this one in right here, line it up, give it a pop, and then we're going to take this one, come in from the other side. So this scrap piece that I'm holding on to is a great little handle. So you don't need to worry. Like, use your scrap pieces, and if you don't have handle, you can always glue one down so that you can pop it in. And the reason that I cut it only to be 1 1/4 is because I didn't want excess up here flying all over the place. Because if you use more cardstock than you need, it's more what is it my friend calls it? Shrapnel. Shrapnel. That's on your desk that you got to clean up. So cut your cardstock to the right measurement, and then you won't have as much mess to clean up. Okay, so we don't need this piece. We'll save this one for another time. And then, so we're going to leave those right there for a second. And I'm going to grab a little piece of crumb cake scrap. We're going to punch out a couple of these little mushroom stems. Okay. Crumb cake. All right. I just went to my little file folder where I keep all my scrap cardstock. And we're going to take this and pop it into, you see how this little piece comes up here? I'm okay with that little piece falling all over the place, but I'm just like your little scraps that you have in your wherever you keep your scraps will be fine. You don't need a very big piece, right? Because we're just cutting 2 of the stems like that. Okay, so now let's see. I've got my silicone mat here. Let's get that out. And we've got our 2 mushrooms. And then you can decide, these are kind of reversible. You can put one going this way and one going this way, have them going opposite, or you can flip it over and have them both going that way. Like, it's completely up to you, right? They're kind of symmetrical. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna flip this over, put a little glue at the top right there, and put a little glue right there. Okay, lay that down. And if you got too much glue on there, you can always use your silicone mat to smoosh it. It's a real technical term. Smoosh it to get that extra glue off so you don't have it oozing all over your project, because you don't need a lot of glue. I'm going to do it with this one too. There we go. So we're going to put those toadstool stems in place, and then I'm going to, once it's secure, let's give that a second to secure. I might have smooshed a little too much off. Let's go back and get a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to put that in place, let it sit, and I'm not even using my Take Your Pick tool today. I should be using that. Whoa, got lots of putty coming out. Okay, break that off. You don't need that much sticking out. Sometimes I get a little forceful when I'm turning this. As you turn the tip of your Take Your Pick tool, the putty comes out the end, and I don't want it too much, just the right amount. So that's how I do that. Alrighty, so now these are good. See, that's already secure. So now I can flip it over like that. And we're gonna put those on with liquid glue. So we're just gonna add a little glue here and a little line right there, a little bit right here, and a line. And so now we're just gonna let that marinate off to the side here. We're gonna grab this piece for the front, and we're gonna bring in the ground. In case you haven't seen my videos the last couple days, this is the bundle I've been playing with, Terrific Toadstools. That's the bundle price. $53 is the 10% off price. You're going to get the stamps and the punch, the Terrific Toadstool Builder. Or sorry, it's called Terrific Toadstool Builder and the Terrific Toadstool Photopolymer Stamp Set. Okay, so now what I want to do is this big stamp down here, that's the ground. We're going to stamp the ground with Shy Shamrock. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to just ink that up. I love this bright color. It just matches with the Melon Mambo so nicely. And then I'm going to stamp right down here at the bottom. It covers the entire width of this piece. Boom, there we go. We've got a nice green hill. And then we're going to just, let's close that up for now because I don't think I'm going to use that anymore. We're going to bring in Crumb Cake and Daffodil Delight. And we're going to do a little bit more stamping here. So from the stamp set, we've got 4 stems or stalks. And I'm going to use this one, the triple one. Such a cute little stamp. So we're going to use that with, it looks like I've been doing some stamping here this morning because I'm an early bird. I like to get up early with the birds. Well, there's no birds. Well, there shouldn't be birds. Anyway, I get up early. There are birds. I've heard them. They must be winter birds. Anyway, I like to get up early, and I've already been stamping with this set. So we're going to stamp that triple stem with Crumb Cake like that. Then we're going to bring in the triple mushroom caps. Okay, this is one single stamp, but you've got 3 mushroom caps, and we're going to stamp that with our Daffodil Delight. And then the beauty of photopolymer, you can hover over your stem, your stalks, and you can stamp. Boom, 3 mushrooms. Love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so there we have that. That's going to be my background for the card. Now we need a greeting, so let's use what we have here. We have popping up to say hi. Let's do that. Love, love, love this stamp set for sending cards just to say hi. Like, who doesn't love to get a just because card in the mail, right? Okay, so let's, oh, I just put my fingers on. See what I did? Do you see what I did? Okay, you get 2 chances with a piece of cardstock. Okay, so first things first, wipe your hands if that happens. Wipe the stamp. I'm not sure where the ink came from, but anyway, we can do this again. Flip it over. I always tell my class attendees you get 2 chances with a piece of cardstock. And then if you can't get that one, I'll cut another piece. But I'm not that mean. I wouldn't cut another piece, wouldn't say, no, you can't have another piece of cardstock. But you can always flip it over and try from the other side. So we're going to do this one more time because we got the stamps out. Why not, right? Okay, so we're going to just stamp the hill. And then we're going to stamp the stalk. Again, right there. And Rose is frightened to death to touch the cardstock. And then we're going to do the mushroom caps and layer them over top. So easy. Look at that. Look how fast that came together. Like 5 seconds. How long did that take me? Okay, so back to our greeting. We're going to stamp with Melon Mambo, popping up to say hi. You can stamp that at the top here. Popping up. Yes, we are. All right, so boom, there we go. Love it. Alrighty, so now the silicone mat, let's bring that back in. And mine have already got glue on them, so we'll go ahead and pick them up. We're gonna use the Melon Mambo one. And we're gonna put that right over here. And we'll lower it down so you can see a little bit more of those Daffodil Delight pumpkins, not pumpkins, mushrooms. Okay, and then this one is going over here like that. So we've got a background there with the Daffodil Delight, and then we have our feature colors, our Melon Mambo pumpkin pie and the Shy Shamrock. Don't they look fun together? They're so bright and cheerful. Okay, so this piece is going on the front of my card right here, and we're keeping it simple here with our liquid glue. I didn't even use any dimensionals on this card. This is a card that you could mass produce a whole bunch of them and send them to your friends and family, and they would love to hear from you, I'm sure. Okay, so here we go, popping that in. Make sure, so you do have a lot of room to be able to go off the edges over here with your mushrooms as you put them on. Just make sure, and I'm going to double check mine, that you don't have glue outside. So if you stick your mushroom cap off the side there, your toadstool, I'm calling them mushrooms, toadstools, I use it interchangeably. You want to make sure you don't have glue on that part that sticks out, and mine is good, so I'm not gluing my card shut. Then, so this is going to be the inside piece. So now you can say, you're popping up to say hi, but maybe you want to send a thank you card. I send thank you cards, and this one would be perfect. You can also say you're magical, right? That you can say both. You're magical, just a little thank you, right? I'm going to use just a little thank you today, and we're going to stamp that with our feature color, Melon Mambo. Just a little thank you. We'll stamp that one right there. And then I like to tie in the inside to the outside. So let's bring back those triple blooms, and we'll stamp right there. And let's keep with the same color. Let's do some Daffodil Delight caps on the inside. Boom. Look at that. And don't forget, you can also stamp your envelope. Actually, it would look fantastic if you did stamp your envelope, because when you send someone a card, guaranteed if the envelope is stamped, they're going to open your card first, right? So let's bring in an envelope and let's do that. So on my envelope, what could we say? Oh, you could say you're magical. On the envelope, why not, right? Let's do that. We're going to stamp you're magical down here. And the post office guy will probably have a little laugh about that one. And then let's do the same. Let's do these coming up through like that. There we go. And then we're gonna, whoop. Did you see what I did there? I didn't press hard enough on my envelope. Let's see if I can line that back up again and get my third. I didn't get my third stalk. Oh boy, I'm magical, all right. Okay, so there we have it. So we got an envelope. You can also stamp the back flap of the envelope if you wanted to. I like the corner like that. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to put some glue on it. And we're going to put this inside the card. Alrighty. Now, if you're trying to figure out, well, how do I line that up so that it lines up with the front? Well, here's a way you could do it. So I want to make sure you can't see it. So you can eyeball it, which is pretty easy to do. Or you could, if you really want to be exact, you could take your white piece and you could lay it up there like that. And then you could close the card gently. Press, 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 and then it's in place. There we go. So a little tip there. Okay, so no card is complete without something else, something a little extra. You could Wink of Stella your toadstools. I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to bring in the matching bling. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. This is, I've gone through several packs of this. This is from the Friends of the Ocean. You've got these colors here, Summer Splash, Melon Mambo, and Pumpkin Pie. So we're going to use 3 of those. How about we use 1 of each color? So let's use, let's see, we'll put a Melon Mambo one there, a Pumpkin Pie there, and then we'll put a Summer Splash one right there. Oh my gosh, so vibrant, so fun, and so happy. Let's bring in some Wink of Stella and Stella up these toadstools. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Make them glitter, make them shine. You can never have too much shine, right? Okay, so there we go. We've got shiny toadstools. Maybe we'll add a little bit to the Daffodil Delight as well. And don't forget your envelope. You can bling up your envelope too. All right, there we have it, my friends. So cheerful, so happy, and such a great way to say hello to someone, say hi, and just a little thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for coming to visit me today. Spend a little time with me on my Facebook Live. Thank you, Krista. Let me flip you around here. Alrighty, thanks again, everyone. I appreciate your patience with me. It's been a morning already, but I had a blast making this card. I think I want to make a bunch of them. And you know, this card design, right, with just the 1-inch strips like that, it allows you to feature all kinds of designer series paper. So pull out your stash. What do you have to make a card like this, right? And I love that the front center panel is big enough that you can stamp all kinds of images, right? So I hope you like the Terrific Toadstools and the matching designer series paper that is free with your minimum order of $75 or more, right? Can you share more about your in-person class? Yes, Shannon, absolutely. So my in-person class today is my technique club. And we meet both in person, a lunchtime class, which is today. We also have an evening time class at the Boston Pizza in Country Hills here in Coventry. In Coventry at the Boston Pizza. And the ladies love to, you know, the ladies who are home during the day like to meet for lunch. We have lunch and then we stamp. We do the cards. And then we do also have a supper time class that meets at 6 o'clock. Not the same day. Sometimes it does end up being the same day, but not this month. And same thing, we have supper and then we clear the tables, and the waitress, they're so good to us at Boston Pizza. They keep bringing back the tea, coffee, and pop, whatever, filling up our drinks, and we stay and we have our own little room. So it's been fantastic. I call it my COVID silver lining. It's so fun to be able to go enjoy a nice meal with everyone and then stamp together. And I'm also going to be doing some scrapbooking classes in the same location as well. So stay tuned for that if you'd rather scrapbook, but this is a card class. So Shannon, I know your contact information. I think you have my email. So message me if this is something you're interested in. I'd love to have you join us. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for another fun class or card using Terrific Toadstools. Grab this bundle while you can get it. And don't forget to get the free celebration paper. All right. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.